right. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys are here, it's because you're curious about our paper lead program. And I wanted to kind of go through it for you so that you are well prepared to, if you do get on a call with us, you kind of know what to expect. My goal is to really quickly kind of explain to you why we're different and how we operate, and what you can expect by working with us on the straight paper lead. So paper lead is exactly what it sounds like. There's never any retainers or management fees. Number one, that makes us a little bit different. We have systems that are built out for the purpose of pushing very, very large volumes of leads in many different verticals. Obviously, we really cut our teeth in the solar vertical since 2015. So we've been involved in solar since 2015. I run an agency, Solar Savings USA. But aside from that, the parent company, eProduct Mine, we push leads in many different verticals. So that's solar, roofing, HVAC, insurance, Medicare, home improvement, debt, you name it. Any large vertical, if you're a sales organization and you're looking for leads on a straight paper lead basis, we can service you, right? So with that being said, how does it all happen? So we run a ping tree lead distribution system, right? And so, and we've done that for probably about 3 years now, and we really mastered that process. The ping tree is really, really unique. First and foremost, most of the large, major, at-scale lead distribution companies or lead gen companies, not talking about agency model, not talking about, one-to-one relationships with individuals that charge actual retainer, but you can purchase leads on a straight paper lead from organizations that run a paper lead model. What makes us a little bit different is that we actually take actions upon the feedback loop that you provide from the leads that we send to you to help improve your experience. What I mean by that is, whenever a lead is generated from our network of affiliates and publishers that are running ads on their own dime to push lead flow into our ping tree system, once those leads enter into our system, the only way that they will enter into our system, the only way that we will accept those from those networks, those lead gen networks and the affiliates that we work with and we've vetted, et cetera, and we've worked with at a large scale. Any way we accept them, the only way we'll accept them is if we have a buyer in the system already ready to receive that type of lead, whatever vertical they're after. Receiving that type of lead, it passes through, right, directly to the buyer. So if you're a buyer and you're looking for retail leads, you simply become a buyer, get a profile inside of our system, right? You're simply going to fund your account, and then based on your parameters for the type of lead that you wish, the filter sets, it can be as specific as, hey, I only want, for example, with solar, I want a home that has a 300 and above utility, right? So if that's a filter set tied to your account, and that's the only type of lead that you're going to receive. We always guarantee that you're going to receive leads that are in your geographic region of territory. Maybe that is a small region in the state of Florida. Maybe it is Florida. Maybe it's Florida plus 10 states. Whatever the case might be, we enter into your account the zip codes or the areas that you're wishing to receive leads, and you're guaranteed to only receive leads that match that data. Right? So it's a very fine-tuned process. With that being said, what can you expect from the leads? The leads come from all over the internet, right? This is traffic. At the end of the day, what you're seeing here on this slide, Google search, Google display, native advertising without brain and tabula, Facebook interruptive advertising, running ads on Facebook, YouTube, which is part of Google, search-based, Bing ads, Yahoo. These are just, and even TikTok, these are just a few of the major traffic sources that we have, affiliates and publishers running traffic on to generate leads, right? Comes from all angles of the internet. At the end of the day, what we're searching for you is high contact rates, high appointment ratios, backing into a cost of sale acquisition, right? So what that means is we deploy all of these different angles to receive traffic, lead flow from, it hits our ping tree, and then it's distributed to you as a buyer, assuming you have an account that's live and active with a budget in there, right? So for every lead that we generate, we push it out to you. The cost of that lead in the market that you're after, whatever market that is going to be deducted against your kitty or your bank, right? When your kitty gets low, you can simply choose to just replenish the kitty. If the kitty gets too low that you're not able to receive leads anymore, you simply are out of the auction, and you can contact us and obviously fund the account again and get started receiving your lead flow again. So what you would do on your end, and really what sets this apart, is you would track a feedback loop, right? So all we need is your feedback loop, and that's stated here to help you improve the process, to help you get better with the traffic and help you get better quality leads. Unless we get a feedback loop from you, we're guessing. We're assuming that the lead flow that we're sending to you is working out really well for you. If that's the case, all fine and good. But if you give us that feedback loop, then we can actually affect the sources of the traffic. What that means is if we determine that there's a sub ID or pub ID coming from one of our affiliates that's pushing a good, fair amount of traffic and it's backing out for you, then what we want to do is open the system up to have you receive more of those lead opportunities. You have to give us a feedback loop. We have a standardized process that you can follow to easily give us that feedback loop. And the goal here is to just continue to supply you opportunities on a straight pay-per-lead basis. So with that being said, our lead types, here's a few bullet points for you. Filters for every lead type will be used to ensure the lead criteria you need is attached to the lead. So everybody that is becoming a lead, every homeowner, every individual looking for insurance, every individual looking for HVAC or roofing or whatever the case might be is filling out a long form of information. And that information is populated over and it matches a filter set for you. And then if you are matching that filter set in that market, you'll be awarded the lead, right? So with that being said, all of the leads have obviously the base contact information, first name, last name, match with the U.S. Census, good working number. We do scrubs on the phone in real time, good working email address, geo-IP location scrubs, physical address is always going to be present. Qualifying answers pursuant to the lead type will be present too. Every single lead type has a different qualifying set of questions. So whether your lead type is solar, whether your lead type is roofing, or whatever the case might be, those individual consumers are going to be filling out that information. That's part of the filter set match, and then that's part of the distribution of the lead for you in your filter set. So with that being said, all leads are TCPA compliant. Right now, TCPA compliancy is rather lenient in 2025. That's changing. One-to-one opt-in is going to be required. This system will allow for one-to-one opt-in for your organization, right? So you will be TCPA compliant even when new regulations hit in 2025. That's super important. All leads have a trusted form or JNIA form certificate attached. So really, this is kind of just a brief explainer as to what our pay-per-lead system is and how it operates and what you come to expect. Obviously, if you hop on a call with us, we're going to provide a lot more information, answer any questions that you might have. So if you are interested in our pay-per-lead model, go ahead and simply book a call with us and we'll go through it with you. I will also say that if you're an organization and you do not wish to be a retail buyer of leads, because what we're talking about here is we sell you a lead at a retail price point based on the market, our margin is already baked into the cost of that lead. That's how we make money on a pay-per-lead, right? We're selling it to you retail, pursuant to market prices in every state around the country. If you're curious about those market prices, I do have a document with an outline for market prices in all of the states, right? So you can have a guide for low range to high range. Reason you might get a lower price point is if you have a much larger geographic region to target in a particular state, or maybe you have multiple states. That spreading the wide net on the advertising tends to bring in a lower lead cost, right? Scalability in the advertising based on the geos. With that being said, if you are kind of like only focused in on, say, the DFW market, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, pretty competitive market. Most everybody selling solar is targeting in DFW. If you're operational in Texas, cost of that lead is going to be a little higher. So whenever you see that document, there's a low cost and a high cost. It's dependent on the geos. So how do we determine what you're going to be paying? We plug your geos into the system, come up with the average sale price, and give you a guideline as to the expectancy of what you're going to be paying inside of that market. So you can do the math and understand based on your budget how many leads you can expect within whatever time frame. So as far as lead volume goes, we always will set into your system a daily cap, a weekly cap, a monthly cap, or a financial cap. It's up to you what volume you wish to receive, right? Well, we can provide an awful lot of volume. So back to what I was saying, if you're a sales organization and you don't want to pay retail leads, basically this ping tree system and the setup with our network of affiliates and publishers can be provided to you as a sales organization if you qualify. And if you're interested in that, that's a separate conversation. We call it the Alpha Ping Tree Mentorship Program. And that is us inserting this system, this ping tree, into your business and managing and consulting with you for a term of either 6 months or a year so that you can be closest to the source of the lead and pay below wholesale prices for the incoming leads to benefit your sales organization, to ramp up your sales for less cost, and then also you can turn it into a secondary profit center where you're selling leads. And imagine going ahead and selling leads and providing leads to a larger network, sales organizations, for example, all feeding back to you, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you can work with us. What I'm talking about here primarily is our pay-per-lead model for those individuals that are simply wanting to pay retail prices in a given market, a straight pay-per-lead. But understand, if you are an organization that finds value in owning these systems instead of simply buying retail, we have a program for you as well. Love to talk with you. It's called our Alpha Ping Tree Mentorship Program. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you have any questions, just hop on a call with us. My name is Henry. I'm the founder and owner of Solar Savings USA, any product line, and I am, more than happy to hop on a call and go through this with you, get to know you, and understand what your needs are. See if we can be a fit, and even give you a level of expectancy based on whatever package that you feel like you want it to be a part of. We've been doing this since 2015, and so we have a lot to share. So just simply book on a call, and we will be there. All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate your time.